Hey, what up, man? Um, I didn't really understand your second question. I know that your first one was like, how did you become a juggalo and why? I got a pretty funny story, I guess. Um, I was in like middle school and high school with this dude. Uh, he was down as far as I could fucking remember, probably as long as he could remember, actually. But he always had all the shit. He was poor like me and stuff, so not like fresh, brand new gear all the time and stuff. But he knew everything that was going on. And um, I don't know. This dude was like, he was down, but for some reason, when I started like picking it all up and saying, like, yeah, I'm down, juggalo, this and that, swinging hatchets, and we were in an alternative high school together, and he really came down on me about that. He was talking shit all the time because he had friends who weren't my friends, so he had to always look good. But I never understood it really, but he always like he would push my shit off the desk, or whatever, or he would write like I I would leave on break or something, go outside, smoke a cigarette because it was a cool school. But I'd come back in and I'd see like the word Juffalo written all over my folders and stuff when I came back, and I don't know, man. He treated me like shit big time because like I don't know, he picked on me a lot before I even like thought about being down, becoming a juggalo and stuff. And then once he realized that I might, try and move in on his shit, and maybe demand some respect from him one day, he didn't like that. And it's a weird story actually, because that was a long time ago, man. That was probably like 7 years ago, about something like that, 7 or 8 years ago. And funny thing is, uh, he always told me that I was fake and shit back then, but like I talked to him on MySpace a year ago or something, or maybe less than that, or Facebook, something, whatever. And I talked to him back then, and I was like, dude, here's what he did. Actually, he found my picture on there or something, my profile, and he's like, what up, fam? I'm like, what up, fam? I'm like, motherfucker, you have no idea what you did to me back in them days. I was like, you really screwed my mind up, and I went into this whole emotional thing, like, man, I couldn't believe you fucking pushed me out, and you weren't gonna give me a chance, and all I wanted to do was be your friend and shit, and this is what he had to say. He's like, hey man, kids will be kids. Kids are fucking stupid, Everybody's got to grow up. He's like, I'm sorry for what I did back then, this and that, and I was like, all right, whatever, man. But the funniest thing is that like way, way, way back then, he like made fun of me for just like faking, and trying to pretend I was gonna be down. But I got fucking years already, man, and it's like nothing's changing. I still got a Hatchet Man tattooed on my chest. I still got this right here. I'm still going to every show I can, repping that shit, checking out all new shit. It's flames burning as fucking bright as it ever was. And I know how he felt because I knew people like that. I knew people that would pick up an album, and they'd be down with you for a while for like a summer or something, But then it's like, people always go their own ways, and uh, that's why if you're gonna be a juggalo, man, and there's other people around you trying to be juggalos and shit, you can always weed out who ain't gonna last, just by how they act and stuff. And a lot of people just drop shit, they just fucking drop it. And like I worked with some people a couple of years ago. uh they were like, oh my god, you're into Insane Clown Posse, man. Oh dude, they're like, yeah, I was into them too a long time ago, back when they were good. And I was like, motherfucker, you. And they're like, yeah, juggalo. And I was like, you wouldn't, I don't, in my opinion, man, I don't think that someone can literally become a juggalo in their fucking heart and in their daily life and just have it be a part of them and then drop it, you know? If you ask me, man, a person like that wasn't even a juggalo to begin with, you know? They probably picked up on the fucking wicked clown rap that was like shocking to all their friends or some shit, but like I don't think once to be a juggalo is in you, it ever fucking leaves. Actually, you know. So I let them talk their shit, and I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, I guess they did kind of change, blah 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 blah, and just kind of let them win, you know, fucking shrug them off, cause I don't know, there ain't no convincing them people that it's still worth a listen, if they dropped it way back then. Uh, but yeah, um, I'd like to say that I've been down since day one, but when in fact, day one, man, I was a little fucking kid. I was a tiny little kid. I was in elementary school. I wouldn't listen to that stuff. I didn't have anybody to influence me in that way. I remember the very first time, the very fucking first time I ever heard ICP, man. I was like, I'm gonna say like I was about 8 years old, and that would have been '94, which would have been like what, Ringmaster, I think, or Riddlebox? No, Ringmaster. Well, anyway, somewhere in there. And I was over at a friend's house, a friend of my dad's, and this dude's kids were my friends, so I hung with them and stuff, and we played and stuff out in the yard. And they had an older brother who never really got involved with anything, stuck in his room and shit and this and that. And I remember one time he let me and his younger brothers into his room, and ICP was playing on the fucking cassette player, man. And he was like, "Yeah, they're clowns, man. They're clowns, and they don't care. They don't care what anybody thinks." And and he showed me pictures, and I'm like, "Damn, man." But I dropped it. For the longest time, I didn't even think about it and shit. And then suddenly, it just came back to me, you know. So it was kind of like destined to be, I guess. But I'm up to over 7 minutes here, so my response video is getting pretty goddamn long. But I hope that answered your first question, because remember I said I didn't actually hear your second question. It could be the audio on my end or whatever, uh, but yeah, dude. Um, Became a juggalo back in fucking early 2000s, 99, 2000, whatever. It ain't gonna stop, man. And I don't know. Just it's cool to see a dude like you, down as you are, posting videos and shit, getting minimal views, but still staying down and putting out what you think, what you feel, and I hope to see you at a show someday, or at a gathering or something someday. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd give you a response, man, response video, cause I'm kind of into doing that these days, and I figured, hey, man, like I painted my face up tonight for some reason, just to see if I could do it, you know. The Boondocks. What? But yeah, I just thought I'd do it, and I was like, this motherfucker wants a response. I'm gonna give him a response, Like, so, but yeah, I'm about around 9 minutes, so um, I don't know, man. Respond to one of my videos, whatever. Um, yeah. Tell your brother definitely. ABK is a big deal, man. ABK is a big fucking deal. I don't care what you guys say on that video there. He's like, yeah, I like ABK, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if he's really this and that. But he's huge, man, fucking huge. And if you ain't heard his brand new shit, or the shit before that, or before that, or before that, listen to it all. ABK is a motherfucking writer. He's a poet, man. His lyrics, man, they can get into you. You know what I mean? Just give it all a chance. Everybody on Psychopathic Records can write like nobody's fucking business, and that's why they are let on. Just like this motherfucker right here, Boondocks. He's a fucking writer, man. He's a poet. All of them. That's what it takes. Real fucking writing. I just picked my nose. I know you don't care, but, they wouldn't just let stupid humdrum, simple rhyme fucking rap artists onto that label. You gotta have some fucking heart behind your shit. But I'm getting close to 10 minutes. I got a feeling it's gonna cut me off, so much clown love, little dude. Whoop, whoop. Peace out.